Hello everybody and welcome back to the new VR news for January 20th, 2020. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your one channel for everything VR related. Today we have some amazing stories including game-changing VR tech, lots of game updates and free demos, and the most impressive usage of hand tracking to date. So if you end up enjoying this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and consider subscribing. Okay guys, let's get into this. Okay, first up, we need to start the VR game news by squashing a rumor. A slide from a recent HTC Vive presentation included a statement about Left 4 Dead 3 as a VR title. Now in true internet fashion, wild speculation began, but Valve has gone on record stating that Left 4 Dead 3 unfortunately is not in development. So next up, some development that actually did happen. Big Screen Beta, the online movie theater, continues to pump out new updates. And this time, it's a significant overhaul to the lighting system. The overall immersion and sensation that you are actually in a real movie theater just continues to increase with each of their recent updates. If you're not familiar with Big Screen, it's a free title and I highly recommend you check it out. Another one of my favorite free titles, Rec Room, has finally received laser tag on the Oculus Quest. Laser tag was actually the original game mode that sold me on Rec Room. At first glance, I thought it would be too childish, but it's undeniably fun for any age. So I'm glad to see this finally made it to the Oculus Quest. Continuing the trend of free stuff, Merry Snowballs is completely free if you download it on Steam before January 31st. With both snowball throwing and gun mechanics, it has a very positive rating on Steam, and it's almost as fun as throwing snowballs at your kids in real life. So if you don't have anything else to play and just need a little something to pass the time, go grab this title while you can. Next up, there's a demo for Project Terminus available for download on both the Rift and Quest. Project Terminus is a horror-themed VR title which takes place in Paris during a mysterious quarantine. The game is in early development, but if you want to get a sneak peek, you can download the Quest version on SideQuest, and I will have a download link for the PC VR version. Last up on the game news is just a public service announcement that The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners will be available next week on the 23rd. Yours truly will be streaming it on both YouTube and Twitch the moment the game goes live. So hopefully you guys come check me out if you're interested in this game. Moving on to software updates. Now I've made my position pretty clear that I do not believe hand tracking will be beneficial to VR gaming. Something the developers of the Thrill of the Fight appear to agree with me on. But that's not to say there aren't potential amazing implementations. Take a look at this demo, for example. Here we have an apartment recreation with built-in touch interfaces. This is some next level augmented reality stuff. I personally like how in VR, you don't have any dirty dishes in the sink. Speaking of game-changing technology, we have some new hardware that we absolutely need to cover. First up, and probably the least impactful on this list, Lenovo is developing their own mobile VR headset, but not something that will compete with the Oculus Quest, as this is intended for educational purposes only. Now, Lenovo isn't new to the VR arena, as they developed and manufactured the Rift S and the less popular Mirage Solo. Currently, there is little known about this project besides an FCC filing for a Lenovo VR 3030S, and it's listed as a standalone VR headset. Moving into more impressive technology, the Neo Pico 2 controllers featured electromagnetic anti-occlusion tracking. This allows for the device to communicate its relative location through objects, even when they are not visible to base stations or inside-out camera tracking systems. Now, I currently prefer the reliability and performance of base station tracking, but you cannot deny the convenience and price reduction of inside-out tracking. Having a new option on the table is truly exciting, as it opens up new possibilities to consumers and based on demos seen at CES, it appears that electromagnetic tracking is a viable third option. And now we have to move into some straight up sci-fi tech. The company Mojo Vision has spent over a decade in research and development to create the first true smart contact lens, known as the Mojo lens. It's a combination of the smallest and densest screen ever designed, a custom wireless radio, and sensors for eye tracking and image stabilization. The company has been able to raise over $100 million in funding, and the product is being touted as invisible computing, which would allow you to overlay information into your field of view. Imagine having a Fallout style HUD in real life. Now, while the company was present at CES showing off their display and a simple lens, obviously no one was able to try one yet. It only takes one blinded person to derail your project. All joking aside, Mojo believes that they can make this product a reality within this decade. Currently, the miniaturization of this technology is extremely impressive, but don't expect a full-on VR experience from a contact lens anytime soon. The display is monochromatic and simplistic, intended primarily for AR information overlay. Now, one thing that always freaks me out with the concept of a smart contact lens is you can't close your eyes. I'll admit, VR scared me to the point that I've had to close my eyes before. Imagine you couldn't close your eyes, and your only option was to rip the contact lens from your eye. I guess I'll end this video on that lovely note. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know which story you like the most, and consider subscribing and dinging that bell. Okay guys, I will see you on next time.